Medibank Private says it will not be paying a ransom to hackers who stole the data of 9.7 million current and former customers. The data breach is now one of the biggest in Australian history, with cyber criminals accessing names, dates of birth and other personal information, and they're threatening to release all of that data in the next 24 hours. A ransom figure has not been revealed, but the health insurer believes paying it could increase the threat of extortion. For more, I'm joined by cybersecurity expert and former Australian Federal Police officer, Nigel Phair. Nigel, good to see you again. Huge, the scale of this cyber attack. Has Medibank done the right thing by not paying the ransom?
Yeah, morning, Koshy. Absolutely, they have. They haven't handled this well from the outset. Indeed, of course, it should never have happened from the outset. Yeah. But I think they are doing the right thing by not paying. OK, so for customers, how bad is it for them? What sort of data is going to be leaked? Well, it's about as bad as it can get, and the criminals will still want to monetise their attack, so they'll be looking to sell names, addresses, phone numbers, email addresses, everything that they've captured from the profiles of the people, and they'll be selling it on the dark web to other criminals who will be looking to monetise that subsequently through identity takeover, through phishing, scam emails, texts, the whole box and dice.
Could they extort us as customers and say, I've got this sensitive medical information about you, which I'm going to release unless you pay me?
I think they certainly could do that. There's a lot of work in it for them, and they like to monetise things easily, hence a big ransomware request. But they'll be in it for anything they can do and anything that they can spend some time doing, which will monetise some of their activity. OK, so
Medibank has done the right thing, not paying the ransom, said sorry to customers, but is that enough? What should they be doing to help those customers who they've now hung out to dry?
Yeah, it's nowhere near enough. It's just apologising doesn't help people out there that are, very concerned about the loss of their medical and other personal information. And really, the tone starts from the top, and the Risk and Audit Committee at the Board of the Directors should be the first ones that should be going, because they should have ensured through proper risk management that this didn't happen. They should have made sure that the management were kept on top of all of this. So after that, the next thing that can really only happen is credit reference monitoring for individual customers and the customers themselves to be super alert. OK, so can they sort of pay for cyber security software for each of the customers to make sure they're not hassled by people on the dark web sending us crap and sort of con emails and things like that? Yeah, it gets really hard at that lower individual level to do that, and everyone should have antivirus software on all their devices. But unfortunately, that won't stop the scam text messages, the emails, the phone calls that we get now just as a standard course of our day. That's just going to, for a lot of those people, just multiply. OK, because it's getting to plague proportions, isn't it? We had Stephen Jones, the Assistant Treasurer, on yesterday, and he was promising that the government's going to do more. But, we're getting scam messages on our WhatsApp groups at the moment, email, text messages. How do we fight back as just average Australians, or do we just have to put up with it? Well, it's tough, and I don't think we should have to put up with it. But as individual Australians, we have no power in the relationship, and that is the problem. And I applaud Telstra for having a crack through their Cleaner Pipes program. But like everyone out there listening to this, I get at least one scam call a day and at least one scam text a day. And as you mentioned, WhatsApp, at least one of those a day. And it's got to the stage where I don't actually answer the phone anymore if I don't know the number, which is embarrassing for people legitimately trying to call. And that's when we get into the trust and the safety issues and the confidence of people to be online and participate in the online environment. And the more times we see these big hacks, the less inclined people are going to do that.
Yeah, well, if it's happening to you as an expert, God help the rest of us. Nigel, thanks for your time.